Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, no, we oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup.
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move! Alrighty, folks, we need you to lock in here today and lock in a way that makes truly sense. These shills have come out of the woodwork. They were not with us here with our Grand Theft Auto 6 journey, and it shows. We were covering this game when no one was talking about it in a live environment for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months. And now finally, Rockstar has pulled the curtain back. They have delivered. But have they truly delivered in a way that makes sense? And I'm here today to tell you that the answer is they haven't. And quite frankly, I would rather be in the drought than with the information that we have here today surrounding Grand Theft Auto 6 and a brand new look at the game. And I told you guys yesterday, I said when we took our first look at GTA 6 Trailer 2, I said this is potentially going to be a make-or-break moment for me for World Class on Grand Theft Auto 6, because it's either going to show that Grand Theft Auto 6 is truly the best thing since sliced bread, or it's going to show the cracks. And yesterday, it started to show the cracks. And quite frankly, I need you guys to start locking in, okay? Rockstar Games has pulled the curtain back. You guys told me for weeks and weeks and weeks. You guys told me for months and months and months that there wasn't anything to discuss, that we couldn't have these streams because Trailer 1, that came out over 500 days ago. Surely there's nothing to discuss. But now that Rockstar has pulled the curtain back, you losers, you incels and imbeciles are nowhere to be found, and you're not adding anything or contributing to the conversation, which leads me to believe that not only are you a fake gamer, but you will have nothing to say when this game actually does come out on May 26, 2026. You guys are losers. It's time to get a job and get off the internet, because as soon as you follow suit, I will as well. But we know that's never going to happen. And there's no support. Where's the support? I was right about Grand Theft Auto 6 being delayed. Oh, you forgot all about that, didn't you? Yeah, it's convenient for you to forget all about these things. It's convenient for you to forget about the fact that we went 500 days of nothing, and this slop trailer is the best they have to show for. This is the wokest video game that has ever released. Where are the anti-woke grifters at? I mean, I'm serious. Where are the anti-woke grifters at? Why aren't they hammering down on this game and saying, hey, wait a minute, Rockstar is making a severely woke game here? That's what they do with every other game that releases. So why is this one an exception? Why is no one talking about the woke themes that are blatantly shoehorned down your throat right here within Grand Theft Auto 6 Trailer 2? You can sit there and you can continue to spam, but you will rot away in your basement and you will be lonely forever. So how does it feel to know that you threw your life away? All right, with that said, we're going to fix the problem and get these total incels, these sewer basement dwellers, up out of here. And that will fix the problem right there. So go ahead and keep spamming, because you're a loser, a total loser. And they're taking advantage of the fact that these mods are nowhere to be found. When I need my mods, they're nowhere to be found. These losers have they got bullied in school. I mean, they straight up got bullied in school. They can't stick up for themselves on the internet. They certainly can't do that in real life. So they got fucking bullied in school. They got thrown in the fucking bathrooms. They got the fucking kick me sign on the back of them. I mean, it's just so evident that that's what happened. My mods need to be here when we have breaking news, when we have all of this coverage going on. I need people to be a part of this. And you losers are letting World Class down. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're busy. I'm fucking busy. I'm covering this game. Rockstar decided to pull the curtain back. It's time to hit go live. I'm not reading your message out for $1.99. Get a job and come through with $4.99. That's what Logan Paul said. So you know what? Fuck you. I'm sick and tired of these lowball donations, and I'm sick and tired of you losers forgetting the fact that we went 400 days of silence, 400 days of nothing, and they deliver this poppycock trailer. That's what it is. It's a poppycock trailer. Trailer 2, by the way. It's a poppycock trailer. That's what it is. The trailer is fake. And if you don't believe me, I don't care. Oh, the game was running on the PlayStation 5, by the way. Yeah, I bet it was. Okay, well, when the game comes out on May 26th, we will do a comparison, and you will see the downgrades in real time. It's not hard to figure out. This is a woke disaster. Okay, that's what this game is. You can see the people that are making it on Twitter. They have no experience, very little experience. Okay, this isn't who you want making the biggest video game of all time. Now, obviously, we can't speak for every developer, okay, that is working on this game. But from the people that I saw on Twitter, they were retweeting the trailer, and they were saying, you know, stupid, silly shit. Why don't you guys work on the game? Get off Twitter and work on the game. This game needs to be out. I don't know what they're doing, but clearly it's not working on the game. It could never be working on the game. We need this game fall 2025. We don't need this game May 26, 2026, okay? We don't need, I'm going to make this guy a mod in here. I'm going to make this guy a mod in here. If you don't want to be a mod, too bad. We got to figure this situation out. I don't got mods in here. We need mods. No one wants to step up. I'm going to start deploying wrenches. So here we go. I'm not tolerating this bullshit when we have things to cover, when we have things to discuss. I went 500 days in a drought of nothing to discuss in regards to this game, and now the curtain has been pulled back. Where's my support? Where's the community? Nowhere to be found. We're going to ban all of you because you've been exposed as frauds. You've been exposed as fake gamers. You've been exposed as crackheads, quite frankly. Just total fucking losers. Oh, we have nothing to discuss. Now that the game comes out pretty much within this trailer 2 little section that we're at, and they have like 60 screenshots, they have all this new artwork, they have all of this new discussions, and you guys still have nothing to talk about in regards to this game. Loserville, that's what it is, Loserville. So guess what? We need to start banning in here, because I'm not riding with you guys all the way to May 26, 2026. It's certainly not going to happen. You guys need to get a job so that you are able to buy the PlayStation 5 Pro when this game does release, because believe me, you're going to want that console. If you want anything like Trailer 2 showcased, then you guys need to start stepping up to the plate. And speaking of stepping up to the plate, look at this right here. Straight up Brando is in the building, and he's coming through hard and strong.
Just tipped $15 through Super Chat. You just sit there and ask what woke means? The social justice horse hockey is all on display. Lizzo is a character here in to 6. Body positivity, blue hair, all the people are fat in Leonida Keys.
If they can't see it's woke, then I'm not here to convince them, because quite frankly, they're not going to listen. They don't want to listen. They don't care. But straight up, Brando, we do appreciate that hard and strong support. Really tremendous support there. We do appreciate that very much. So we're going to go ahead and get these confetti out here. But straight up, Brando, let me tell you this. If this were a Saints Row game, they would be saying, oh, this is so terrible looking. It's so woke, you know. The only thing they're focusing on is the graphics. They're not focusing on the gameplay, so on and so forth. If this were a Saints Row game, and you know I'm not wrong, but you can't have this discussion because, you know, you just can't be seen as the black sheep. But here's the thing. If this game were Saints Row, you guys would be saying it's woke. I already know. But when it's Rockstar, they get the pass. When it's Rockstar, they get the pass. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous how you guys have no thought, no opinion. You guys can't stay consistent with your opinions. When one game is woke and the other game is blatantly woke, you'll ignore that. You'll put your face to the side and say, well, we didn't see that. We didn't see it was woke. You know, you play dumb. That's double standard. And that's just stupidity is really what it is. You can't pick and choose what games are woke. They're either woke or they're not. Your opinion is irrelevant on it.
I don't think they neglect the social media aspect. They just didn't focus on it on the second trailer.
Well, we don't know that. I mean, we don't know that they. We don't know whether or not that's still in the game. That we have no idea. I mean, obviously, it could still be in there, and it, you know, maybe nothing has changed at all, but. We didn't see any of that. We didn't see a heavy focus on that in Trailer 2, which I was disappointed by. Now, you can't just continue to show the same thing over and over and over again, but at the same time, what you can do is really try and figure it out in a way that makes sense. And I don't think that's one of the things that this game could really lean on is the social media aspect and the social media systems. And to me, that's just a missed opportunity if they have dialed back on that. Because now that the game was delayed, you know, the game was delayed, and now they got Trailer 2 in front of you, and you guys don't care about the delay. And see, I told you guys this was going to soften the blow.
Super chatted $2. Rockstar is pissing me off.
I told you guys that this was going to soften the blow, and that's exactly what it did. They delayed the game, then they came out with Trailer 2 out of nowhere on a Tuesday, and then gave you a bunch of screenshots and a whole new website, and you guys just foaming at the mouth. Oh, the graphics, the graphics. Okay, so now graphics are the most important factor? What about, everything else? All you guys care about is the graphics, the graphics. Well, let me tell you something right here, right now. Let me tell you something right here, right now, champ. These graphics. Let's take a look at these graphics. Let's take a look at these graphics. Look at that wannabe Paul Walker. Who wants to play this game? I mean, honestly, it's like, who really wants to sit here and play this game? It's unbelievable to me how fake excited you guys are for this slob. And we understand the graphics are great. The graphics are great. Well, guess what? You know what that means? The gore is going to be toned down because the game is way too realistic looking. And in order for this to actually come out and not be banned, well, the gore is going to have to be dialed back a lot. And, we haven't seen the gore in this game. They haven't shown that off at all. So you won't see that anytime soon. But if you really think, well, I don't know what to tell you. So you could sit there and say the graphics are fantastic, but you're also missing out on the fact that the gore in this game is going to be downgraded because you can't have super photorealistic any of that going on. I mean, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't care what irrelevant streamers and YouTubers are doing. That's not a part of the discussion here. But you obviously care, so why don't you go support him? I really couldn't care less. Okay, I need the mods to step up in here. I'm going to put it on. I'll put more walls up. I don't care. Okay, I don't give a shit. You fucking losers are incels. I don't give a shit. I don't care what a part-time streamer is fucking doing. Of course, let's make it look good because we don't want to put in the work. So let's take the shortcuts. I don't give a shit. Shut the fuck up. God damn, you guys are dumb as shit. Donate $1 million. Donate $1 million. Jesus Christ. I'm not reading your dumb message. Say something about the game. Holy shit. I don't care. You guys are so stupid as fuck. Woke. It's woke. It's woke. It's woke. It is woke, and you deny it because you pick and choose with your stupid double fucking standards. Fuck you and fuck yourself. I'm sick and tired of it. Saints Row is woke, by the way. Why is Saints Row woke? How is Saints Row woke? Give me one reason why Saints Row. Oh, because there's women protagonists? How is Saints Row woke? But this game isn't woke? Shut it down. It's not woke because you don't think it is woke, because you don't want it to be woke. You're a loser. You're a total loser. That's what you are. A total loser. That's what you are. Get the $1 million out, Israel. Come on. God, these petty-ass donations. I'm putting up the $10. Fucking straight up Brando came through with fucking 15. You guys are losers. Get a job, hit the gym, shut the fuck up. The game's not coming out until May anyway. So I don't care. You guys forgot about the fact that the game's going to be probably $100 too. Okay, the game's probably going to be $100, but, well, we don't care about that either no more, do we? Because, Trailer 2's on our face, and we're like, oh, yeah, it's so fucking amazing. Where's that one fucking chill at in here? Nowhere to be found. The fucking trailer drops. This loser's nowhere to be found. I've been live twice, and these people are nowhere to be found when this shit drops. Like, oh, yeah, we love GTA 6. And then when GTA 6 actually does come and there's a Trailer 2 for GTA 6, you guys are nowhere to be found. Oh, we had nothing to discuss with Trailer 1. Now that Trailer 2 is out, and this whole slew of information and context to all of these characters, and we got map tidbits and details, and all of this stuff. Rockstar just unloads it all right before this conference call, and now you guys have there's still nothing to discuss, by the way. There's still nothing to discuss, by the way. It's so fucking stupid. God damn. Fucking cringe lords in here. Like, this is why we won't be playing the game for you guys, because you've shown it's not worth my time. We need 500. I was watching Marlin Gaming Nation last night. He has less subscribers than me, and motherfucking ass has got 1,000 viewers. Now, that's great for Marlin. No, nothing against Marlin Gaming Nation. In fact, I watch Marlin Gaming Nation. He's fantastic. But, I mean, that's the thing. You guys can't be bothered to come in here. We got 351 viewers. Why? You guys are frauds. You guys are fucking total losers, is what you guys are. I wish we could go in and just block people from watching the channel. Just straight up block them. Like, but you can't pick and choose who comes to watch your shit. You just fucking can't. They're fucking frauds. They're fucking losers. They're absolute fucking incels. And I'm so glad that I'm playing this game with nobody but my fucking self. We ain't fucking sharing anything with you losers. So it's just not happening. That's what I was saying. Screenshots halt to the discussion. It doesn't matter. The game is trash, okay? I can tell you right here. Rockstar Games is the new Ubisoft, okay? It's a fallacy. The whole game is a fallacy. I have seen the people that are working on this game. They don't have much experience at Rockstar Games, okay? That's all I need to know. It's a whole new Rockstar. The key players are gone. The wokeism is so fucking prominent, yet we just sit here and say, how is it not woke? And let me ask you this, but you didn't answer it. Where is the new Saints Row is woke, right? How is the new Saints Row woke? Go ahead. We'll wait 10 minutes. Go ahead. How is the new Saints Row woke? Came out in 2022. How is the new Saints Row woke? Go ahead. How is the new Saints Row woke? But this isn't? It's the same game. You guys are literally looking at this and you're saying, wow, the game is automatically a 10 out of 10. The game is automatically a masterpiece. Now, how could that be? This is an all-new Rockstar we're talking about. These devs are too busy, looking for validation and approval on Twitter. And it's unbelievable. No, Rockstar doesn't show gameplay. You're not getting gameplay. And if they do, it's going to be about 3 seconds of it, so you're going to have to scrub through it. That I could tell you. So you're not getting gameplay with this game, okay? It's just not going to happen. It's not in the cards. And, well, that's for the best, because once they see that it's very similar to Grand Theft Auto 5 gameplay, I mean, quite frankly, no one's going to be as interested. So they need to hold that off as long as possible. It's all about graphics. It's all about graphics. It's all about graphics. It's all about graphics. That's what just makes the industry these days. Graphics, 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 graphics. Okay, then invest $2 billion into the graphics and nothing else. Just screw the gameplay, screw the online, screw the cutscenes, screw the voice acting, screw the fucking performance capture work, screw it all. Graphics, 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 graphics. It's the whole game. Graphics this. The game's going to be banned. Jack Thompson needs to come back. This game should be banned. Okay, there needs to be new rules in place. You have to be over the age of 25 to buy this game. The reason being is because it looks like that, okay? I'm not wrong. We're trying to help out society here, okay? This game is going to be, quite frankly, it's the mark of the beast. I mean, this is what this is. It's the devil's vessel to talk to everyone. And the devil is getting through. And I'm not fucking trolling. What good is this going to provide the end user outside of entertainment? Now, we're not talking, you're not getting it, and I'm not going to have this discussion with you losers. How can you put a game out like this that looks like this? You can't. You just can't. You just can't. I don't understand what's wrong with you guys, but it's unbelievable. You guys had nothing to say. But when the game was delayed, you had everything to say because you feed off of negativity. You don't want positivity. You don't want this game to come out. So why aren't you sitting in here and saying, yes, this game is trash because no one else is going to give you that beacon of fucking hope, that beacon of fucking negativity to fucking cling on to because you know you secretly fucking love it. You sit on the fucking sidelines and you're just like, oh my God, Michael. Yeah, go fuck yourself. You fucking incels. Okay? It's so pathetic and it's so fucking... Yeah, let's go. Let's see what you have to say. Please, enlighten us on how this game is so fucking fantastic.
The Great Reset
Go ahead.
super chatted $5.
Yep, go ahead.
Rockstar promised us that they are trying to make the game as good as possible. We should trust Rockstar because they are the best and not woke.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, name one thing that this game does different than any other game that is in the same genre than even previous Grand Theft Auto games. You can't even name one reason. And let's take away graphics for a moment. Let's take away the honeymoon phase that you guys are clearly in. You can't name one thing that this game brings new to the table. Now, I had something in Trailer 1. Trailer 1 gave me something. It gave me a beacon of hope, and it said, holy shit, there might be this new mechanic right in here, and it might be that social media system, and these NPCs could be dynamically recording the events that are happening within Vice City. That's something we've never seen before. Trailer 2 didn't give us anything like that, okay? Trailer 2 gave us a generic, woke Bonnie and Clyde tale with, like, sex and ass and just the most degenerate fucking garbage on the screen. And you guys fucking loved it. And it's like, well, it speaks to the losers that like this garbage. It speaks to the losers that, you know, this is truly a vessel for the devil. You know, we're talking about the end times here. We're talking about the Antichrist. I mean, quite frankly, this is literally the mark of the beast. The devil has reformulated his position. That's what the devil has done. And the devil is now going to speak to millions and millions and millions of people through this game. This is inviting the devil into the home. How am I wrong? Now, if you're a mature gamer and, you know, you're over the age of like 30-something, then, well, you could probably handle it. But if you're under the age of 25, I don't think this should be in the hands of anyone under the age of 25. I think it's a dangerous product. I think it's going to do more harm than good. You know, some people can probably make a living off of this game with content creation. But certainly I can't, because you losers don't give a shit about this game, yet you want to fucking go to other channels and chill like frauds. I mean, it's just so fucking cringe. It's so fucking cringe. Like, you guys just want to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, you know, Michael, this is so fucking amazing. And then you come over here and you act like a dumbass. Like, your gimmick is to come over here and act like a fucking clown. Like, it's so fucking stupid. God. You literally cannot name one thing in this trailer. This trailer is garbage. You can't name one thing in this trailer that brings anything new to the table. You just can't. Because it doesn't exist. What am I looking at that hasn't been shown off before? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You know, I mean, in fact, I would argue it might be a downgrade. I mean, it very well could be a downgrade. You know, I mean, I said, look, when we get into a car in GTA 6, are you going to be able to fill up the gas tank? And I don't think the answer is going to be yes. And I don't need to play this game then. It's an insult to my intelligence. Oh, we didn't need that in our game, by the way. That's great. Because someone else would do it. You know, Mafia 2's already did that. They want total immersion, but the only immersion they're trying to... And look at this right up here. I mean, what is that? You know, I mean, look at what you're looking at here. And it's like, you guys are ridiculous with this game. It's a terrible game. Those screenshots are from the game, apparently. Well, that's fantastic. I just don't care about graphics. I'm sorry. Yes, we understand the game looks great. Red Dead Redemption 2 looked great. You guys are Game of the Year 2026, by the way. Nick Hogan, give me one reason why you think this game is good. You guys are parrots. You guys are in the honeymoon phase. I waited 500 days. You guys didn't wait 500 days. You guys were talking about Expedition 33. You guys were talking about Switch 2 drama. You guys were talking about fucking Fishing Simulator 5 million. That's what you guys were busy fucking talking about, your Japanese RPGs. I don't give a shit. I was over here talking about this game when we had fucking 150 viewers. We only got 375 now because you guys are losers. But still, with that said, I was talking about this game when no one else was in a live environment. And you guys have nothing to say about this game. I have every right to be disappointed with this game because this isn't what I was clamoring for. This is a disappointment. Trailer 2 was underwhelming. They're all doing this to please the damn investors. They're giving you all of this to say, hey, shut up, because now we're going to stay quiet and put the game out on May 26, 2026. And that's great. But at the end of the day, the game is going to be a total disappointment. I can tell you that right here and right now. You forgot about the fact that we've waited over 500 days. You forgot about the fact that it's been, 13 years since Grand Theft Auto 5? It just doesn't concern you. It really doesn't concern you, and it's really so sad. That I can tell you. We're not doing this, so go ahead. We're not doing it. It's just not happening. We're not doing it.
Omagle, what are you going to do for a whole year? Deploy the Velcro wallet stent.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be a part-time streamer, I'll tell you that. So we're either going all in or we're not doing it at all. I don't believe in part-time streaming. Maybe you guys should go apply to Kai's Streamer Academy or something, because you probably need that help. I don't need that help, though. Okay, where's Fable at? Where's this Fable guy at? Oh, Fable, the Technical Flesh, Grand Theft Auto 6. Where's this fucking Fable guy at? Nowhere to be fucking found. I've done 2 straight. Oh, I'm busy, by the way. Yeah, you're busy when GTA 6 got news, don't you? But when GTA 6 doesn't got news, y'all fucking just sit there. Where are you cats at? Nowhere to be found. The biggest video game in our lifetime. And you losers have no way to come in here and actually spew an opinion. I swear, you guys are so fucking stupid. Rockstar has been lying. They have been pulling a Ubisoft for years now. And you don't care. And that's the problem. You just don't care. You guys can't name one reason why this game is great outside of graphics. And, well, Lucia's so sexy, by the way. Yeah, it's just that represents the fucking player. That's how down bad these players are. This game is woke. We've already discussed why it is woke, and you guys cannot handle the reality of the situation. So fucking done, man. You guys are so stupid. Like the game looks like garbage. It looks like garbage. If you want to have a great discussion, I'll open up the lines. Oh, we still got Skype running. Believe me, we got Skype running. It ain't shut down. I'll open the lines right now if you want to discuss this game, but it's got to be exclusively game talk. If it's anything outside of that, then we're not interested in hearing your parasocial thoughts. We're interested in video game discussion. If you're not interested in this game, then you're a fake gamer and you're not a part of this broadcast. I'll tell you that right now. So you guys need to wake up in here. I'm sick and tired of it. Red Dead this, Red Dead that. Now we're on Grand Theft Auto. You guys are nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Watch Dogs 2 came out 10 years ago. Watch Dogs 2 came out 10 years ago, and it's going to be better than this game. I can tell you that right now. Nicky Butler coming through.
Nicky Butler, Nicky B, super chatted £5. All the best devs have left Rockstar, and it shows. GTA
yeah, I mean, when you have these grad students working at Rockstar now, and they don't have experience that they need, in my opinion, and obviously, it's like to work on a game like this, I think they should only have an elite team. And, well, the graphics are great, Michael. What about the AI, Oh, that's just so much better, right? Yeah, because we've seen that here. It's just like you guys are like, graphics. I'm not asking for gameplay because Rockstar doesn't do that. But what I'm asking for is the trailer to show me something new, to keep me wanting more. This trailer has put a fork in the road where we don't really need to see more now, because trailer 2 had no hook. Trailer 1 had a hook where it's like, wow, they're showing all of this social media stuff, and there's no other open world game that's really captivated in that. With the social media stuff and how it's played out here today. They obviously had it incorporated in Grand Theft Auto 5, but that game came out in 2013 on PlayStation 3 and 360. So the times are totally different. The hardware is totally different. Social media is totally different. The culture is totally different. You have to understand that was their gateway to do something new, and to for them to just put it on the back burner for all of these 8 new characters. I just don't care. It's stupid. I don't care about this woke Bonnie and Clyde tale where they both voted for Kamala Harris. I mean, it's just it is so very evident. Wayne Edward is coming through. That's what we're talking about.
Wayne Edward staff super chatted £4.99.
What are you going to be able? It's just like you look at these screenshots and you say, well, oh, it's going to be a woke disaster. It's just going to be so bad. And I said, and I have said this before. I said, well, we know the game is woke. We didn't think it was going to be this woke. But we knew it was going to be woke because they want to spite, the current, So they're going to make it more woke than ever. And it's very apparent. But everyone's saying, well, we don't care. So what about the fact that this game could be $100? This game could be over $100. What about that? Oh, we don't care anymore. So is the internet not going to turn on this game when that pre-order button goes live, and it might be a little bit higher than you anticipated? Are you then going to snap at the game and start barking and saying, oh, wait a minute, the game looks cool, but now when it comes time to pay money to play the game, that can't be you. So that's when you guys will start snapping and calling it woke and saying all of these other things about the game. But then here you were in May of 2025 talking nothing but positive things. You guys are so fake. You guys are bandwagoners. Expedition 33 was game of the year. Expedition 33 this, Expedition 33 that. No one's talking about Expedition 33 anymore because it's garbage. It was terrible. It was made by losers on the internet, and a bunch of fucking shills botted it. You can't tell me that's a great game in any stretch. It's a terrible game. I don't play terrible games, and this appears to be style over substance here. We got Hulk Hogan. I mean, it's just it's unbelievable why you guys are interested in this at this point. I mean, what am I looking at? Oh, it's Miami. It's the club scene. You're not getting it, Michael. And it's like, Vice City wasn't like this. What are you guys talking about? Vice City already exists. I played Vice City on PS2. And it wasn't anything like this. So you tell me how this makes, this is their new interpretation of Vice City, by the way. Yeah, it is. And along with that comes modern woke themes. I'm sorry to tell you, but this is woke. The new Saints Row is woke. You guys were allowed to say that. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to say that this is woke. Now, this isn't a surprise. We saw the woke themes prominent and present on display, very much so in Trailer 1. But people kind of sat there and said, well, let's just wait it out and let's see what Rockstar's cooking here. Okay, well, let's wait it out and let's see what Rockstar's cooking. So now they dropped Trailer 2 just 24 hours ago, a little bit over 24 hours ago, and it's the wokest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is the filthiest, the raunchiest video game. There has to be something new put in place by Sony, by Xbox. You should be required, before you're able to buy the game, you have to download a brand new app on your phone to scan your ID to confirm the purchase and that you're old enough to buy the game. As simple as that. And in my opinion, with that said, raise the age to 25. Because this is not, we have an all new generation of gamers. We have an all new generation that is going to consume Grand Theft Auto for the very first time, and this is a heavy. It's a big game, and it's just unbelievable. I don't even know what to tell you. I think they should cancel the game. Not only because the game sucks, but because it's just a travesty, really. This shouldn't exist. I mean, who wants to sit here and play this? Look at this. Who is this? You got random people, and it's just like, look at our graphics, by the way. Look at the artistry, by the way. They're in Fruity Loops. They're SoundCloud rappers. They're trying to make a name. They're like, boom, boom, boom. GTA, boom, boom, boom. GTA. That's a great storyline they got there. That's amazing, fantastic. She wants to be. I don't know what she wants to be. She's got some headphones. Maybe she wants to listen to some beats too. We got this fucking guy. Who the fuck knows who that is? Some generic hobo. I mean, it's just like, where is the direction here? Who cares about these rednecks in Florida? You know what I mean? It's just like, this is so cringe. You got this Miami club culture, and it's just like, this is cancer. It's seriously the devil. It's inviting the devil into the home is what it's doing. This is the communication that the devil is now entering the home. It's never been easier for the Antichrist to get a hold of, and it's just sad. This is a cancer to society is really what this game is. And it's not a joke. When you get older, you'll understand, like, well, yeah, it's for mature gamers, but it's too accessible for gamers that aren't mature. That's the problem, okay? It's not that this shouldn't exist, and you can't compare it to movies because movies are passive entertainment, okay? You can't change the scene in a movie. You sit on your ass, you watch the movie. It's a passive medium, okay? You can't interact with the scene. You can't go and do things within the movie. It doesn't exist. It's a passive form of entertainment. This is an interactive form of entertainment.
Super chatted $5 Canadian. So Slopstar isn't bringing anything new to the table.
They're not.
Graphics from RDR2. It's over.
Trailer one showcased that there was potential that they were going to bring something new to the table with the social media system. And all of that's been put on the back burner here. That's what I'm saying. It's just unbelievable. Graphics. Okay, Red Dead 2 looks great. That game came out 8 years ago on PS4. What do you want me to do? Of course the game's going to look great. Duh. Like, that's so obvious. But then you look past that, and it's like, well, this storyline here of Jason and Lucia, and, she gets out of the ward, and she's got to go do fucking mundane missions, and then they get together, and then Jason gets it's just like I don't want a modern retelling of Bonnie and Clyde, and that's not even like Bonnie and Clyde. Like, what you guys are, Bonnie and Clyde were
the trailer
stupid
was
idiots.
Energy and anti-hype. It seemed more like a Jason debut trailer instead of trailer 2.
Trailer 3 should. Here's the thing: Trailer 2 should have been Trailer 3. They gave us too much information here. They gave us. I didn't need to see all of this. Oh, you guys have been waiting 500 days. Now we're just going to unload everything. Rockstar had over a year, and now they give us like 50 screenshots. They give us Trailer 2. They give us all this context to these characters. They give us the different looks at some of the locations on the map. Okay, what's left? you know what's really so what's going to be shown in Trailer 3? More of the same? Because that's what you're left with now. The rabbit has been pulled out of the hat. They have shown you how they did that, and they've done it so many times now it's over. All I wanted was Trailer 2. And we didn't even need Trailer 2 because the game just got delayed on Friday. I didn't need Trailer 2. I said, well, you know what? It's better off because there was a big mystery. Now there's no longer a mystery with this game. It's not even fun to talk about as because there was potential. It was that fantasy game of like this ultimate experience, this ultimate open world game where you can walk around and you can do this and you can do that, and it's just so fucking amazing. It's so absolutely fantastic. But you can't really have that fantasy anymore with this game because it's pretty locked in and set in stone on really where they're going with this game, what this game ultimately is. And it's a disappointment. Trailer 2 is a total disappointment. You guys can't name one reason why this game is fantastic. Oh my God. Do you remember when you said you could play in Liberty City? Well, that's the only thing I can think of. And if I were right about that, then you guys certainly need to apologize. But there is a character. I think it's Lucia. Lucia was in Liberty City. Okay, so there you go. I was actually wrong about that. My prediction, and I said this game's going to start off in a hurricane. They won't do that though because that's too great. But Lucia. Maybe there is a Liberty City in this game, and I think that is what they need. I think you have to have something more than all of this. For the massive weight, I think you can't show your cards fully, and right now that's seemingly what they've done. So if there's a section where you play as Lucia and her uprising in Liberty City, well, that could be kind of interesting. But we don't know if that's true. But, she's going to be in the fighting cage and all of this stuff, and it's just like, if this were a Saints Row game, if Saints Row came back and said, hey, we're back, guys, We're rebooting Saints Row. Let's just forget about Rockstar Games for one moment. Let's forget about Grand Theft Auto 6 for one moment. And let's say this is the new Saints Row. Okay? Now the opinion changes, doesn't it? Now the opinion changes, doesn't it? This is the new Saints Row, right? Oh, now you're not as interested. Oh, I don't care about that. You see how that is? If this were the new Saints Row, and you know I'm right, if this were the new Saints Row, you guys would be sitting there and you guys would not be shilling this as hard. You might say great graphics, oh, it has potential, but that's about as far as you go in terms of shilling it. Oh my God. I think the game is for totally. I think Jack Thompson needs to come back. We need Jack Thompson back. Jack Thompson needs to come back, and they need to ban this game.
Every character feels the same.
Oh.
Crazy Florida redneck. No variety. No soul.
The performances are terrible, too, from what we heard. It's just a bunch of mumbling. It's just a bunch of mumbling. They should have just remade Trailer 1. I mean, Trailer 1 is objectively better than Trailer 2. You guys are losers if you think Trailer 2 soured the hype here for me. I mean, there's not one thing in Trailer 2 that excites me. I mean, we even had to pause it and say, wow, this is garbage. Like, it's just underwhelming, and it's like, oh, Jason is so hot. He's so sexy. The women love Jason. He's got this perfect bod. He's this, he's this... perfect male in Florida, he's just so attractive and so good looking and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Like, this is a simp game. Like, really, it's a simp game. Like, oh, our characters are beautiful. Buy our game, by the way. Like, that's literally what they're selling you at this point. Our characters are beautiful. Lucia's beautiful. Jason is beautiful. All the, graphics are so glorious looking. It's just tremendous. Buy our game. I mean, this is the strongest selling point. And I had that problem a little bit with Red Dead 2. I thought, well, why is Arthur Morgan so attractive? I want to play a game where you play as someone who's not attractive, like especially as an outlaw in 1889 or some shit like that. Like, I want him to have crooked fucking teeth. I want him to have eyeballs that are like in different directions, like world class. Maybe they should just hire me for Red Dead Redemption 3 because I'll fucking do it. And they don't need to pay me for that. So right here, you go into the bar or whatever this is, and it's just you know how it's going to be. You're just going to the interiors are going to be censored, which is so funny because Watch Dogs 2 came out in 2016, many years after GTA 5, 3 years after GTA 5, and there was no censorship in that game. But Rockstar, they just can't handle it.
Wayne Edward staff super chatted £1 and
Wayne Edward in the building.
Pence. Rockstar hasn't shown any gameplay, only cutscenes.
Yeah, well, they never. To be fair, they never show gameplay. I mean, if they do show gameplay, it's going to be very close to release, and it's going to be cutscenes and gameplay, snippets of gameplay, but they're not going to be showing. They're not going to be showing. I don't know what's so funny in here. I don't know what are you guys laughing at. I don't care about Expedition 33. Stop talking about the lead writer was some dude on Reddit. Like, I'm not. Like, the game is absolute garbage. Okay, I already played it. You guys didn't tune in for it. That's great because that means we don't have to play more. I mean, it's just like I don't care about Expedition 33. Shut up. I don't care about internet darling games. You guys had this JRPG fantasy of incel, dweeb, fucking whatever the fuck. Like, you sit in diapers in your fucking basement on welfare. That's what you guys do. It's not even a fucking stereotype, unfortunately. It's like a reality. Believe me, I know there's some viewers that we have that were literally in that situation, and I pray for them. I hope that they can eventually get out of that hell. But, they just can't muster up the courage to get out of the basement. So it is what it is. And they enjoyed the comfortness of that experience, I suppose. And, that's on them. But at the reality, when it comes down to it, that's who this game is appealing to. It's just appealing to the lowest common denominator. I mean, it's just filthy trash is really what this is. It's just filthy trash. The whole game should be banned. It should be canceled. Or at the very least, it should be 25 and above. And in order to buy the game, you have to confirm, that you're over the age to buy the game. because this is. I mean, we haven't seen anything like this before. And you guys have nothing to say about this. I don't understand. You can't say one thing about this game because you know I'm right. You know I'm right. You're just proving my point. You can't even defend this game. Besides, great graphics, great graphics. Nick Hogan can't even give me one reason. This guy's shilling the game. You guys are shills, like just blatant shills. You guys cannot shill the game. You can't even say why the game is great. I would rather see Mafia the Old Country tomorrow is going to be more interesting than this. That I can tell you. And you know, that's a low budget game. It's unfortunately Unreal Engine, but I'd rather see a new Mafia game than this slop. I mean, this is just garbage. You know, and it's just like, well, we know the dev team has totally changed. These people in here just want to sit here. Oh, it's not woke, by the way. It's not woke, by the way, because it's not woke because it's my favorite game. I don't give a shit if it's woke or not. I'm just telling you it's woke. You can disagree. That's fantastic. And with that said, I'm going to continue to double down on it, and it is woke. So it doesn't matter if you disagree. It's not changing my opinion. I don't want to play. I don't want to play this game. It's you know, it's a redneck in a bar. Okay, like that's not interesting to me. Is that supposed to be Jason? Who wants to play this slop? Like, it's just like the most stereotypical. Like, that's not even Florida. You know, if I went down to Florida and did some streams, I guarantee you it's not Florida. Like they just do this like stupid, like, oh, you know, over like. It's just like a cartoon version of Florida. It's like, oh yeah, you know, it's satire, by the way. Well, what are they? Yeah, they're making fun of the rednecks, by the way, and they're making fun of the culture, by the way, and all of this stuff. Yeah, okay, buddy. No, that right there. This is that's Jason. What do you? That's Jason, you idiot. That's the main character of the. He's so hot, by the way. Get out of here. Like, they wanted this guy to be Paul Walker or some shit. Like, he gonna fucking drive some fucking Maseratis around fucking town and do some fucking laps and then go to the fucking country bar and drink a fucking Budweiser or some shit. I mean, who the fuck wants to play this slop? Oh, and then he runs into Lucia, you know, Lucia, blah, 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 blah. You know, she's had a tough upbringing, you know, she grew up in the hard, cold Liberty City, and it's just, well, what kind of storyline is this slop? I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Sergeant Killjoy super chatted $4.
You guys are trolling.
I would have rather we just had the 3 protagonists from GTA 5.
No, I wanted 2. I wanted 2. I don't think you reveal all your car. Look at this right here, bud. Soldier Boy, look at this right here. Come over here. And we go to people. There's 8 characters. I didn't need to see 8 characters in Grand Theft Auto 6. Over a year away, mind you, from... Now, if the game were coming out fall 2025, then maybe this would have made sense. If the game were coming out fall 2025, then maybe this would have made sense. I don't need to see 8 characters for a game you can't play until over a year from now. That is unfathomable to me, how they want to sit here and say, hey guys, you know, here's Jason Duvall, here's Lucia Caminos, here's Cal Hampton, Booby Ike, Daquan Priest, Real Dimes, Dave Batista, Brian Heder. Who the fuck? Like, what are we doing?
Has just tipped
the worst absolute marketing, and I'm going to show you why it's the...
Shills are so excited to boss Jason around during robberies as
that's what I'm saying. She's in charge. I'm going to Lucia right now. This is so woke. Jason should be the strong muscle. You know? But no. Lucia's got the strong. Right here. Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. Life has been coming at her, swinging ever since. Fighting for her family landed her in the Lucinia Penitentiary. Sheer luck got her out. Lucia's learned her lesson. Only smart moves from here. So, you know, she's strong and she's independent. She doesn't need Jason's help. But it's not, it's, you know... But if this were a Saints Row game, the narrative would be shit. Oh, this is so woke. Saints Row's totally destroyed. The franchise is over. You know, we didn't want to play as a female protagonist. Blah 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 blah. None of this matters now. But if you were to ask people who played GTA 4 back in 2008, you know, nearly 20 years ago, they would have said that this is a disaster. AVGN coming through. Hard and strong with a 10. That's what we're talking about. Oh. And we got Donald Duck Goofy in here. That's what we're talking about.
Oofy Duffy super chatted 10 Canadian dollars. Vice City make it can't capture the cultural shockwave the original caused 2002 Vice City and GTA 3 before it redefined the medium. Gamers today have no clue.
Yeah, they don't. Well, they don't. They don't care. I mean, these gamers today are just. They're looking for the dopamine hit. The graphics give them that. You know, this fantasy of this game, like it's so over the top and so edgy and so. You know, it's edgy to them, and it's so, you know, Cal Hampton, by the way. Like I don't care about Cal Hampton, Rockstar. These devs are so woke that they think we give a shit about their garbage. And it's just like, bro, you could have revealed this way later. I don't need to know about Cal Hampton and this stupid gimmick of like, well, he believes everything on the internet, man. Yeah, man, Cal Hampton believes everything on the internet, man. Oh, there's something so cringe we have to show you right now. Give me one moment. Oh my God, this is so cringe here. We're gonna figure out where this is at. They got all this garbage in here. It's just way too much content. I didn't need to see this much of the game because, quite frankly, now I'm not as interested. The mystery was more compelling than the the mystery of the game, the potential of the game, the fantasy of the game was more interesting than the actual game here, which is unfortunate. It should be the other way around. But we're gonna come over to screenshots here and. I'm not sure where it's buried at, but it's in here somewhere. There's a character that's wearing the cringiest shirt I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my God, it's so fucking cringe. Let's take a look and see if we can find this here. Okay, it's not in the screenshots. We're going to have to go to... Oh, there's just so much garbage to look at here. It's nausea. I can't wait for Mafia of the Old Country tomorrow. I really hope they knock it out. Okay, no woke themes, none of that. Modern slot. The only downside to that game is going to be the fact that it's on Unreal Engine, which is unfortunate. But you know, if the game is good, we can dismiss that. Yeah, I'm not sure where this might be. It might be in the places category here, and then you have to scroll through it. But that should be in the screenshots. But there is a screenshot of a character, unless they've taken it down. It's terrible. It's one of the worst things. He's wearing a T-shirt. Oh, Bobby Ike, by the way. It's all about the heart, the Jack of Hearts. Bobby is the local Vice City legend and acts like it. What does that even mean? He's what is this? Who is this? So Bobby, who is Bobby Ike? He's just a player. Like I don't understand. Like the club money pay for the studio and oh my God, this is so fucking stereotypical. Okay, let's go to Leonardo Keys. This is supposed to be the Florida Keys, by the way. I bet you go down to the Florida Keys in this game and there's nothing to do. We're done with Rockstar games. It's just we're done with them. The game's trash. Oh, we're trying to find this here. Just Daquan Priest, only Raw Records, by the way. He was more of a hustler than a gangster, even when he was dealing with the streets to make ends meet. Breaking into music was the goal. So he's a SoundCloud rapper. Wow. I mean, what a great story here, by the way. You know what I mean? Dancers are like my A&Rs, records, hits, DJ is going to be spinning it. For real, for real. Oh, my God. Amazing. Just impeccable work there. Okay, let's go here. It's just a cringe like take on Florida. It's like, really, if you're from Florida, you should look at this and like, it's very disrespectful. Actually, it's like there's people from England making a game, and they're mocking everyone that lives in Florida. I don't know. I wouldn't. No, it's funny, by the way, and it's like, yeah, no, that's really what they think of you, and it's like, well, let's. How about a game in set? How about a GTA set in fucking England? Let's go ahead and parody that. Let's go ahead and parody all that. Oh my God, nothing's working. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well the website crashed or something. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm trying to find this. We're trying to find this here, and it's just not. Maybe it's in. No, I think it's in the trailer. I think it's in the trailer. I think that's what's happening. I think it's in the trailer. I think that's why we're not. But it's so cringe. It's really cringe. I'll tell you that. Okay, but you this is a dangerous game. I mean, it really is a dangerous game. Violent video games should not be played. This is a ultra photorealistic. Okay, the video games used to look, back in the day, everyone thought they looked good. But this is arguably one of the best looking video games of all time in terms of graphics, especially for an open world game. Okay, there needs to be new restrictions set in place here for this game. Red Dead Redemption was different because it's like, well, that's almost a fantasy game. You're going back in time. There's no human being alive from that era. It's 1889. It's a Wild West game. It's kind of different, right? The violence can be exaggerated. The themes of the Wild West and all of that stuff can be thrown in there. It's almost like a fantasy game because it was so long ago, and it's set in a fictional, So, but this is different. I mean. This is depicting the times of today, and not only that, but you're talking about photorealistic graphics. I mean, they should just ban this game. You should not be able to purchase this game unless you're of age, and presumably this might be digital only, which is going to make it even easier. Jack Thompson needs to come back for this one. And you're laughing right now, and you're saying, "Oh, this is such a hilarious conversation." No, I'm just a little early. And about a year from now, this will be all over the news. The same, our video game's too violent. That whole conversation will pop back up. You'll see about these videos will be going ultra viral, and everyone's going to have their little take on it. It's so predictable with the discourse of this game. I already told you guys exactly what was going to happen. I said, well, and everything came to fruition. Yeah, it's not within. It's in trailer 2, but we're not going through trailer 2 because it's a terrible disaster. Is really what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Kotaku. That's what Luca Lu. That's what I'm talking about. There's an image that says video games are cool and oh really? Is that what it's? Yeah, and I think that's what I'm trying to get at. But that's essentially they're mocking they're mocking Jack Thompson. They're saying it's just really cringe, and it's like, well, you didn't understand Jack Thompson's message. Jack Thompson was really just trying to reiterate the fact that you shouldn't be able to purchase these games so easily, and now it's even more easy. And not only that, but the games are more realistic, and the games are more photorealistic than ever before. And this game is just. It's really inviting the devil into the home is what it's doing. I mean, you can't name one thing that's good. This isn't an educational game. It's not going to help you in any sort of way. It's a degenerate game for degenerates, and there's millions of them, so they do so well. No, the game shouldn't be banned. I mean, obviously we're just exaggerating here, but certainly there should be new restrictions in place on the PlayStation Store and the Xbox storefront where they, not everyone can buy the game as with just one click. I mean, that's unbelievable. I don't think you understand, but that's okay, because I can't explain it to you. If you don't get it, then you don't get it. We're losing audio here. No, but there's this fat, nerdy guy that's wearing a very cringe T-shirt. And it's not in the screenshot. You're going to have to... it's in trailer 2. Rockstar is really trying to say that this is all in engine and that streamers and that the statement isn't going to age well. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, well, this is also going to have to run on Xbox Series S, and I would love to see all of this come to fruition with all of this interactivity and what they're showcasing here. I mean, it's just. But it doesn't matter if you can't interact. It doesn't matter if you can't interact with, any of this stuff. I mean, the graphics can be great, but if you're just going from mission to mission, I mean, quite frankly, there's not much that you can. No, I think you can call me a Karen, you can call me a boomer, you can call me jaded. I don't care. I think there should be new. I'm not saying to ban the game. I think it has every right to be where it is. But obviously we were joking earlier, but there needs to be a new option in the PlayStation Store specifically made for this game. Or they need to stress, you just don't want little Johnny playing this game. It's filthy, it's violent. I mean, it's just not something that needs to be on the television for the whole family. So there needs to be new restrictions put in place. I will argue that, and I think everyone should with this if you have your thinking cap on. You can't tell me that this game is raunchy, it's filthy, it's dirty, it's disturbing, and I understand it's GTA, but unless they've censored the game within itself, and I'm sure they have, believe me, because but it's just I don't know what to tell you. Guys, the new Rockstar is not going to be capable of making a game that's actually going to be up to your expectations. Like when you have Rockstar devs on Twitter that just got out of they just graduated and they have their degree and they got very little experience and now they're working on Grand Theft Auto 6. It's like, yeah, they just hired them because they can pay them like the bare minimum and they can get the work done. And, the devs don't believe in crunch, which was why the game was delayed. You guys forgot all about this, nor do you care. But the devs delayed the game. They knew the delay was coming. That's what Jason Schreier reported. They knew that the delay was coming. It wasn't a surprise to them. They don't believe in crunch. They don't want to crunch with this game. So they want to develop this game under a healthy umbrella. And okay, well that makes sense. But the fact that they're not willing to crunch if it had come down to that is just ridiculous. So instead of crunching and trying to get it to fall 2025, oh yeah, we need over a year from now. Really? What exactly are you guys working on? Because I really don't understand what you're working on. Here we go. Arthur Morgan's coming through, and it won't read out, unfortunately, but we will be reading this out manually here. And here we go. Arthur Morgan's talking sense, and he's coming through big and strong. I don't know how much that is, but we do appreciate it. It's red, so it's probably pretty big. And that's what we're talking about. No matter how big or how small, we do appreciate it. Arthur Morgan is in the building, and he's coming through, and he said they had 500 days to show something new. They showed absolutely nothing new. They are doing what 99% of games do since the 2000s, and it's showing each character name and its story. 500 days and no innovation. That shows they are not willing to go the extra mile, or they can't. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's unbelievable how this trailer doesn't have a hook. That's the problem with the trailer. Now the game, look, the game. I could be wrong. The game could be, mechanically and gameplay-wise, it could be next level. I mean, we saw some stuff in the leaked footage that actually did look interesting, but that was so long ago at this point. Who the hell knows what's in it? What's not in it? In terms of gameplay and stuff like that, that's really the big factor. But we're not going to see gameplay anytime soon. If there is a gameplay trailer, maybe something within the fall 2025 window. Or late this year, I would expect maybe another trailer then. And then, a launch trailer in the spring of 2026, and then pre-orders. And well, pre-orders are going to have to go live for this game. I would argue, at least about a month or so before the game comes out, because the downloads are going to. I mean, you see, that's another thing too with this game. It's like, well, if everyone hits the preload button and they all start downloading it at once, you're talking about millions and millions of people. I mean, the servers might crash, so they might have to start. They might have to roll out a different pre-order process for this game to preload the game early to your console. But the trailer 2 showed nothing new. It was underwhelming. It was mid, and it didn't provide a hook. There was no hook to say I want to see more. I kind of don't want to see more after this. It's like, yeah, we'll still play the game. So they're not really selling us anything because we've already bought in. But with that said, you could have at least showed something like, okay, maybe they're holding, maybe Liberty City is a playable section in this game for the prologue or some shit like that. I mean, that could very well be a reality. We don't know. Usually the prologues take place in different areas, but at least for GTA 5, North Yankton. But it's just. There's nothing in trailer 2 that says, wow, I have to go. And here's the thing, and this is, I don't know if we talked about this, maybe we did, I don't know. But trailer 2 failed to break the record that trailer 1 set out. Trailer 1, I think, hit 93 million views in 24 hours, and trailer 2 didn't get there. So the hype has deflated because trailer 2 sucks.
Blur super chatted $5. They just need to cut the additional characters and release in fall. It's enough. They're doing way too much.
That's what I'm saying. I think this trailer could have made sense. This could have been a trailer 3 situation closer to release. This could have been a situation where you're like, okay, well, now they're rolling out more context. They're rolling out this, that, and the third. Now you've done killed the mystery for this game. Let's take a look at Batista. I don't care about Batista. But here's the whole slideshow for Batista, and it's like if I met Batista in the game, it might have been a different experience. But I don't need to see Batista in the trailer. I don't need to see Batista. You keep it locked into Jason and Lucia, Jason and Lucia, Jason and Lucia, and Vice City. Those 3 elements, I think, were the key factors. And now you're just throwing all these characters at the wall again, and it's just like one of these TV shows. Oh my God. You got to go do busy work for real Batista. These two want to make music videos. Brian Heder, who's this loser? Is this the guy in the trailer? He fixes boats, by the way. Oh my God. Oh Lord. The game brings nothing new to the table. This is like worst case scenario on a game that has taken so long to make. The game brings absolutely nothing new to the table. Oh, wow, you can go fishing. Guess what? That was in Red Dead Redemption 2. That's not new, but the normies just, they've forgotten everything. So, the only thing I saw new in here was basketball, but that was in San Andreas. You can't even name, kayaking, by the way. Well, that could be new. I don't think that's in another GTA game, but is that really that much different?
Imposter Boy super chatted $4.99. I think this game will have multiple
I will literally drop the game, dude.
Batista will be a third protagonist.
Oh Lord.
There's too many perspectives.
Dude.
8 playable characters.
Yeah, I'm not interested. No, I don't. I think that's a terrible move. No, I think it should only be Jason and Lucia. Only 2 playable characters. Never switch to another character. Jason and Lucia, that's it. And if you're playing as these hobo characters, I'm turning the game off. Like unless we can skip missions, I'm turning that off. I'm not interested in playing as other characters. Yeah, we already knew Georgia was going to be in the game a long time ago. Where have you guys been? Like the whole game leaked in 2022. I don't know where you guys have been. We already knew Georgia was in the game. Now the big question is going to be so there could be potentially 3 states, or at least 3 different big cities.
Dirt Shrimp has just tipped $10 through Super Chat. There's no way the biggest, most expensive video game ever made doesn't have some kind of subliminal messaging put in by the government to brainwash children.
Well, I don't know. But I think there's going to be 3 cities. I think there's going to be 3 cities. I think there's going to, a city in Georgia, and then they're going to have Liberty City. But now, are those going to be playable? Can you go to Georgia from Florida? That could be interesting. But to me, that's not. Guys, it's not like, this game came out right at, it's not like GTA 5 came out like 6 years ago and now we're getting this game. Now, if that were the case, that would make sense, but it's like, dude, GTA 5 came out in 2013. Like, we're talking console generations ago. We're talking, just a long, long time ago. And it's like, for waiting this long, it's like, it's too much like a video game here. Like, I don't. Like it's an impossible game to meet expectations and to certainly exceed expectations, and Rockstar said that was their goal. Well, I have yet to see what's so special about this game. Okay, you got all these characters, you got good great, unbelievable graphics, photorealistic graphics, but then you go to these locations, and it's just not. There's nothing in here. It's like, what am I supposed to look at here? Like, okay. Like,
Dulcet Peaks super chatted $5 Canadian. Rather than give us details about side characters we don't care
yeah,
about,
well, that's what I was. That's what I was hoping.
Details about the open world activities like people, etc.
Yeah, when I first came onto this page, I thought, wow, we're going to click on Explore Leonota Keys, and we're going to learn all about the things there are to do. But it's just like this buzzword thing, and then some screenshots, and it's like, well, what can you do? Oh, well, here's what you can do. You can go underwater. Great, that's in Grand Theft Auto 5. There's parties on the boats, by the way, and everyone's going to stand around. And that's going to be a shit show if that's how that works. The bars are packed, by the way. This is the gameplay, by the way. Well, that's okay, because what they're going to do when you come into these areas is they're going to slow the character down, just like in Red Dead 2 when you go into a camp. They're going to slow the player down. They're going to restrict what the player can do. So when you go into these interiors and these sections that are highly detailed, they're going to slow the player down, and you're going to walk like a turtle, and that's how they're going to handle these scenes. So they can pack more NPCs in, because the player's not going to be able to kind of move super quickly. The player is going to be a lot more limited on what the player can do. So that's how they're gonna maybe work with this. But again, we saw that in Red Dead 2, so I'm not sure what's so. There's nothing new here. The only new thing was that social media system, and that seemingly, at least in my opinion, has been put on the back burner, or at least isn't the focus here with their new marketing. Which doesn't make sense, because Trailer 1, the second half of Trailer 1 was just social media. You saw NPCs going live. You saw brands going live, filming stuff on their phone, doing this, that, and the third. There's barely any of that. Now it's a Jason and Lucia love. So did that stuff get cut? I have no idea. But if they've cut potentially the most interesting feature, then the game is not going to be great at all. Because you're just feeding this to the normies at this point, and they'll take anything. I mean, they're down bad for content. They'll take anything. Yeah, they got fishing in Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, I know how the game is going to work. I played Red Dead Redemption 2. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. Dude, I played Red Dead Redemption 2, and the way you move in the camps and the way you move in the saloons and stuff like that, it's going to be very, it's going to be absolutely the same as it is in here. No, we don't need GTA Online. They got to focus on putting this game out, and they got to focus on putting it out in a way that makes sense. The fuel mechanic will be in the game. Where do you see that? Where do you see that? I saw it more. I saw a potential of it being in Trailer 1 more than this. Trailer 2 didn't double down on the things that I wanted to see more of, and that's the problem. And not only that, but Trailer 2 failed to hit the record of Trailer 1. Breaking into music was the goal. Daquan Priest, by the way, dude. These are like GTA Online characters. Like, these are the characters that Jason and Lucia are going to run. These are some of the primary characters that Jason and Lucia are going to run into on their journey. And it's like, okay, buddy. Social media system was a gimmick for the first trailer. Total cringe then. No, at the very least, it's going to be a Strangers and Freaks thing. The fuel tank was in the trunk. What does that mean? Oh, you're talking about the trunk scene? Yeah, right here. Yeah, we got a football, we got a gas tank. Who cares? There's a gas tank in GTA 5. What is that? That doesn't mean that the car is going to need it. What are you guys talking about? My idea for this game would have been better. They should have hired me. I already have the intro laid out. I was going to try and make this more grounded. We were going to focus on these two characters and not this television show kind of formula that Rockstar is in love with. Oh my God. That's what I just said. There's a canister in GTA 5. This doesn't mean anything. Show me a scene. Show me a scene of someone at the gas station. They were hinting at that a lot in trailer 1. Watch Dogs is going to have a more believable open world. Watch Dogs 2's already won. I will argue. I don't care. I already know. It might have less NPCs on the screen, but that doesn't matter because they're not all standing around. Okay, buddy. Don't you just love that? Amazing. Yeah. That is so amazing. There's a $2 billion budget right here. It's better than the whole game. That's a motherfucking $2 billion budget. Look at that. There we go. Cobain in here. That's what I'm saying. It's just, it's unbelievable. They won't call it out because it's their favorite game now, you know. The only time a game is woke is when they don't like it. Where are these anti-woke grifters at? I mean, if they made videos, I haven't seen them. I don't usually watch that content, though. But I'm just saying, it's like, how are you guys... It was literally a conversation months ago. They were saying the game is woke. And oh, my God. Who wants to play as Jason Duval? Oh, my God. I know they're all praising Trailer, too. Why? It's terrible. Yeah, and the lack of interiors seems to be... Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Oh, never mind. This is it. This is so cringe. Holy shit. Oh, it's so cringe. Okay, it's going to do that weird thing, but... Oh, my God. It's so cringe. Oh. People are pivoting to anti-woke too. Stay.
Blur super chatted $2. People are pivoting to anti-woke to stay relevant.
What does that mean? Mini golfing, by the way. I bet that's a mission. I bet they have that in a mission, and then you can't do it again. That would be something Rockstar does. Dude. Oh my God. This is horrible. Oh, they're trying to say that they're not against all of the woke now. Oh, so they're just dropping the whole. They're dropping the whole gimmick, is what they're doing. Oh, I mean, it literally looks like a new Saints Row game. I mean, it really does. Looks like a new Saints Row game. Explore Vice City, by the way. See, this is the section where it should be telling us. It should be telling us what you can do and what there is to see and things like that. We're a long way from the 80s, by the way, but Vice City is still sun and fun capital of America. The glamour, hustle, and speed of America captured in a single city. Each neighborhood has something to offer. For the pastel art, deco hotels, and bright white sands of Ocean Beach, the bustling little Cuba.
Imposter Boy super chatted
It's over.
$4.99.
You can
Dan
see the
Hines
cracks.
is gone. Leslie Benzies is gone. Last Law is gone.
It's over.
Imran Sarwar is gone. This isn't the GTA we grew up with. It's over.
And they won't see that until the game comes out on May 26, 2026. They'll get a rude awakening when they play this, and they'll be like, yeah. Now you're going to see what we were talking about for all those streams. The key players there's more than that left too. You have the 3 lead technical directors on Grand Theft Auto 6. You have Adam Fowler. He was the last one left, and he was working on GTA 5, which I think they bit off more than they could chew with the technical limitations at the time. But I think that's always an excuse. Not that it was an excuse, but you had Adam Fowler. You had the 2 other guys, and they were there since freaking GTA 3. They were working on all the games. It's totally different. This is definitely the B team GTA. It's as simple as that. They're throwing in the substitutes here, and they're just trying to make it work. Well, San Andreas, I mean, it has to top San Andreas. I mean, in terms of things that you can do, and in terms of the content. Well, yeah, I know they don't care. They don't care until they play it and they realize it's slop. I mean, there's no one on the balconies here. Look at this right here. There's no one on the balconies chilling. If there is, I can't tell. It's pixelated. There might be one person there. There just doesn't seem to be life unless you're looking at the obvious spots like on the city. It's like, well, what about the sidewalks and streets? And there's just, What's going on down here? Okay, so we have these right here. We have the electric bikes. She's chilling right there. More idling animation, just chilling. So we got all this going on down here, but outside of that, what's really going on? How is she not recording that on her phone? Is she recording that on her phone, or? Dude, they dialed back on everything. Oh, man. It just looks like a dead, empty world. And that's unfortunate because okay, this website is acting crazy. No NPCs outside. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why are we making another dead, empty, open world game? This is supposed to be the biggest video game of all time. And that image really showcased something that we didn't want to see. Oh, but the basketball. You know, they want you to look at the basketball. Like, oh, well, you know. Like, there's literally no one walking the streets. It's horrible. There's no one walking the streets. You got this going on right here. And then outside of that, there's nothing going on. What's going on with that water over there? Holy shit, that looks bad. Yeah, that's what I said. I said, well, Watch Dogs 2 is going to sell the believability better. I mean, when you walk around San Francisco and Watch Dogs 2, it's like they put the NPCs and they made them look like they were there. And it looks lived in. And Rockstar is going to at least have to accomplish that, but with, you know, a more sophisticated. But, you know, it's just unbelievable. The PS5 can't handle that many NPCs. In June, nobody will remember GTA 6. Yeah, it's going to be Switch 2, Death Stranding 2, Death Stranding 2. Yeah. No, this is just the flavor of the, you know, this is to get the normies yapping about it again. But the trailer doesn't even have 100 million views right now, and it's, you know, it's been over 24 hours. I would say, yeah, there's no way it's going to hit the same amount of views as trailer 1. It's impossible. So no matter what going forward, they've already capped out on YouTube views anyway. There's no trailer 2 that's going to outdo any of the, I mean, I don't believe anyway. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, well, let's take a look at the beach here. It's right here. Yeah, now this is a zoomed in look of the beach, and it's like, well, that's not what we saw in trailer 1. Trailer 1 was showing like the scope of the game and like, here's all the NPCs, and it's like you know, does the lifeguard actually do anything? Like, that's the big question for me. It's like, okay, if you're going to put a lifeguard there, you know, the lifeguard should randomly, dynamically go out. You know, do any of the NPCs swim? It's like, okay, you know, it's just all about graphics and art style. And it's like, okay, we got different body types now. We got different people and all of this other stuff. I mean, it's just like, are we serious right now? Oh, my God. Looks like a dead, empty open world, and that's the worst news, really, honestly. I mean, there's a few more NPCs chilling here, but... Oh, it's a concert hall, by the way. So they're just going to have the NPCs, just like in GTA 5. Wow, Rockstar, you did a great job. Thank the Lord that they delayed the game because, man, you know, they need the extra time on the game. Look at this. This is what they do in GTA 5. They have the NPCs just kind of standing there doing nothing. Oh. Yeah, the game's cooked. For the open world, like, this looks terrible. Got the fake interiors again. They can't even do the fake. They can't even do the. Looks 2D to me. Nothing going on. It's just the same old thing. Same old thing. Same old thing. Let's just copy and paste NPCs in this area. And everyone's, it's like, dude, I'm not trying to play GTA 5 again. That's a 2013 video game with PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 technology. That's insane. Trailer one was made on the PC? Probably.
Dulcet Peaks.
That's what I'm saying. It's unbelievable.
Fake and gay interiors, yet there's no excuse for it in 2026.
I mean, it's truly unbelievable. And what happened with the social media system? No one's on their phone anymore. Here, let's take a look at this. What in the blue hell? Okay, well, yeah, the open world is gonna be disappointing. What in the shit is on the screen?
Twisted Visual super chatted $5. Think they will delay it again for the PS6 or just release it again for it after another year, with it most likely being on PC at the same time?
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't even... I mean, at this point, they can just cancel the game for all I care. I don't, you know, Rockstar's already had a great legacy. They've had a great run. And if they can't produce the games that they used to make, obviously they can. I mean, you have talent that's just not there anymore, the veteran talent. There's still veteran devs there, but, you know, a lot of the key players, the players that were vocal and in front of things, and it's just... They needed to tone down everything for current gen consoles. Can barely run this at 25 stable. That's again, it comes back down to technical limitations again and again and again. What game are we trying to make here? Well, maybe they should delay it for the PS6, and if they really want to make the game they want to make. Okay, what are we doing on here? Who's on their phone? No one's on their phone. Like, the whole social media system is gone. Watch Dogs 2 did it better. Everyone's on their phone in Watch Dogs 2, and that was in 2016. You know? Okay, we are running low on battery here. We're going to have to wrap up the stream here shortly. Don't like it, don't buy it. Yeah, well. No, we're buying it day one. I want to see if this game can live up to the hype, because even if trailer 2 does suck, you know, obviously there is still a chance that the game can be great, but you know, with all of these characters and all of this, it is, you know, it's just like, what are we getting that's brand new? What are we getting that's revolutionary? I don't think that's happening. Man, that's unfortunate. There's nothing going on in these scenes. And every time we look at the streets, if we can try and figure this out without it glitching, there's like no action. There's no NPCs on the streets. Where are the NPCs? On this road back here, there's no NPCs. Because all the NPCs are right here. So that you know, the open world doesn't look good. Okay, there's one guy chilling right there. There's another guy right there. There's no NPCs in the open world. It's another barren wasteland. Rockstar Games did this with Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 5 Trailer 1 versus Grand Theft Auto 5 final release, and you play the game and it's a freaking ghost town. Red Dead Redemption 2 did the same thing. You know? Trailer 1 for Red Dead Redemption 2, go look at, I think it's Valentine. Is that the name of the town? Strawberry Valent. It's not. It's the first one you go to after the. But you know, they downgraded a lot of that stuff too. There's just not as much. They make these trailers so fake is what they do. It's worse than Watch Dogs 1. It really is. Like Rockstar's in their own category of just faking all this shit. Really, they are. They make this seem so immersive and lively, like the world is lived in. And I understand you gotta sell the sizzle, and I understand you know you gotta hype it up and exaggerate it and this, that, and the third. But like, bro, what are we doing? I mean, it's just like what I'm seeing in these screens is a dead, empty open world, and I really don't want to see that. Okay, we gotta wrap this up now. The battery is not liking the warm weather out here. So we're going to have to wrap this up now. We do appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And we hope you enjoyed this discussion of Grand Theft Auto 6. But right now, the Trailer 2 is not beating out Trailer 1's record, which I believe was 93 million views in 24 hours. Or 91, whatever it was. But, yeah, Trailer 2, very disappointing. And I just they pulled the curtain back a little too much, honestly. I think having that mystique, having that, you know, oh, it's Vice City, it's Jason and Lucia, and now it's like all these other characters, and this is what these characters do, and this is how they're in relation to these characters. So they gave you context, they gave you map spots, they gave you a underwhelming trailer too. I mean, okay, it's a new GTA, it's a new Rockstar game, that's great, but like, is it going to bring anything new to the table? And I don't think it is. And that's unfortunate. But I hope I'm wrong. I don't think I am, though. All right, with that said, we're going to wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, we will see you later. It's over.